Today's video is the unboxing and installation of the 5P battery by Enphase. We're currently unboxing the battery. We want to mention that these batteries are extremely heavy, so we suggest you have a couple of people or a hand truck to get them off the truck. You can see here we have a wall template that you can use to set the batteries in place on the wall and find the correct mounting studs, etc. They send a couple of those as well as the instructions. That is coming out of the box right there is the top plate of the battery. That'll go on the top section, and below that is the bottom heavier duty bracket. They'll actually carry the weight of the 5P. These are 143 pounds when they're hanging on the wall, so it needs to have quite a bit of structural support. You can see in that image there is the bag of hardware that comes with the 5P. We are impressed with Enphase. They got away from styrofoam. They're using these cardboard cutouts to protect the battery. We'll also say that the battery came in pristine condition, so excellent packing. From this vantage point, the cover is visible, and the cover comes with a plastic coating so that it doesn't get scratched or damaged during installation. We'll be getting these out of the box momentarily and taking a look at the 5P battery. But maybe it doesn't come with it. Okay, we got bracket number 1 on the wall here. We were able to find the studs. So it's mounted to 2 studs. That's where Envoy's going, and this is where battery number 2 is going. We're going to lift it in place with our trusty winch. We'll give you an update in a minute. In order to get to the inner workings, you just pull out this dead front. Now you can see the inside. Here's our 5P with the cover off. Over on the side right here is our lift point. This is our setup to lift the 5P battery. We have a little cross beam here just so that it doesn't put any pressure on the microinverters. We are hooked into the handle slot, and we're going to lift with our winch. Alright, that worked really slick actually. I should have been videoing it, but we got it up on the wall with no effort. I'll video the next one so you can see how it goes. We're going to go ahead and add these earthquake bolts. One goes there, and one goes there. Okay, so this really worked out good with the winch, and we put a strap into the lifting holes on the side right here, and this is just to keep the pressure off the microinverters, so it makes like a tree. Lifted it up with the winch. We were going to film it, but we forgot. But it's super simple. Just lift straight up. Winch, we just have it screwed in with a couple of EMT brackets up here just to hold it on the eaves. The nice thing about doing it this way is we were able to just have the battery hanging while we glued the conduit into place, which was super nice, because this you have to glue the conduit and then slide the battery in and down all in kind of one motion. So with the lift, made it a lot easier. for us old people. Now, if you're a young guy, you could probably just throw this on by yourself, just picking it. No, don't try that. It's 143 pounds. So either get 2 young guys or use something like this. Alright, we're going to call it good for the day. It's getting late, getting dark this time of year. We got our combiner 5C in, our 2 Enphase 5P batteries in. We got our wire pulled through the attic, so tomorrow we'll be able to make these up and hopefully get these fired up, see how they're doing. We'll talk to you in the morning. So here we have our wires that we showed you the other day in the attic with our attic dive. Now they're coming down in through here. We have L1 and L2 coming from the main panel, which die into L1, L2 here. We marked the red here because you want to keep L2 the same throughout the entire system, as well as the L1, which is black, the same throughout the entire system. That way when you hook up your CTs, your current transformers, everything will be in the correct phase. So from our roof solar panels, we had the L1, L2. L1 goes through this current transformer right here in the 5C combiner box. Now we're wiring up our 5P batteries. Very simple. You have L1 and L2. Look how they labeled that. Super easy. Same over on this battery, L1, L2. We'll run a ground through them, and then we'll hook up the control wires. We'll show you when it's all done. Alright, we've got these buttoned up, wired up. Haven't quite finished up the main panel, so we're going to be doing that. It's going to be raining tomorrow. We'll come back Friday, finish this up. I hope. Let's see how it goes. Here are our 2 batteries. In the event you need to turn the batteries off, these are push buttons. You can see it's green right now because it's charging. You would push that and push this if you wanted to turn the batteries off. Really would never have to, but in case you did. This is our main brains behind the operation. This breaker and this breaker control the electric panels on the roof. This is for the brains of the operation. You can see those 3 lights in the back there. This is battery 1, this is battery 2, if you needed to turn those off. If you wanted to turn the batteries off, remember to shut the actual battery off at the switch first, and then you could turn this breaker off. And there's some information on here that you might find relevant as to what the lights mean at the top. But all of this information is readily available in the Enphase app. Looks good. We have our final inspection coming on Tuesday, so we can get this written off and then we can have permission to operate from PG&E.